Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering of my sampler platter. Yes, you folks, sampler review series V's I've been doing for the while now. We're going over their trout food and drink items. I eat the stuff, I drink stuff, then folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that time I'm doing this, folks. I'm not going to lie. This is oddly my second snack pie review of the day. That wasn't planned, but there you go. Anyway, it's a super simple format, folks. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items. I'm going to yammer on about it for a bit. You might occasionally see me do like some of this stuff. That's because there is a mosquito in my car, and if I find the little son of a bitch, I'm going to squish his head. That's what's going to happen. But, no, that one's on the outside. I don't know. Wait. Ah! Die. Maybe? I don't know. I don't see it, but I don't see the squish result, which means I don't trust it. Anyway, I'm inside my truck. Whilst I'm inside my truck, I'm wearing grody work clothes. Typically, when those two things coincide, that means that I was on my way home from work, and I found some shit to review for you. That's definitely the case today. I actually stopped off at the old Walmart after I got off of work. I actually didn't find anything in particular to review there, but I did stop off at a gas station nearby. I found something. Wait, there he is. Oh, he's like in the thing. Die. Yes! Squished. Can't even hate on me, folks. Come on now. I mean, all life is precious and all that stuff, but let's be honest, mosquitoes are just absolute garbage. They went over there, this was years ago now, probably about 10 years ago. They killed the mayor of a city, that's adjacent to the one that I was living in at the time. I read about it in the newspaper. Dude got bitten by a mosquito, got malaria, and fucking died. Anyway, what am I reviewing for y'all? Boom, it's from Casey's. Boom, it's snack pie. Boom, it's a s'mores snack pie from Casey's. Ha 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 ha. Can we get a thing? Ah. S'more snack pie. So yeah, this is from Casey's, the gas station chain. I reviewed plenty of stuff from Casey's over the years. Their snack pies have been a little bit so-so for me. I've done comparison reviews with their snack pie stuff. They have a Boston cream snack pie, and I compared it against 7-Elevens. Go watch that video. But, as far as I know, 7-Eleven doesn't have a s'more snack pie. So, we do what we must, folks. We do what we must. Open. Apparently it's made with real cocoa. Cool. I can appreciate that. Let's open up the thing. And then we open up the thing, and boom, it looks like a little snack pie. It'll be interesting to see how this goes, because like I said, this is the second snack pie of the day that I've reviewed. I got through about an hour ago. I reviewed a 7 Select from 7-Eleven birthday cake snack pie. So, I'm not that far removed from that snack pie experience. Let's see how it compares. Smells like a snack pie. He thinks this tastes a lot like their Boston cream pie one. Yeah, I think they just repurposed their Boston cream pie and maybe added a little bit of a graham cracker taste to it. That's gotta be what they did. That's lame, Casey's. Come on now. I'm trying to give you guys credit here. Between s'mores and birthday cake, s'mores is the way better fucking flavor. I should be like, yeah, s'mores. But, sigh. Alright, well, this obviously isn't a direct comparison, but because I did do another snack pie review not that long ago, I'm going to definitely compare and contrast a bit from my previous experience with the 7-Eleven one. First and foremost, This one, the pastry is definitely denser. It has a greater structural integrity, for better or for worse. With the 7-Eleven one that I had, it was a little bit squishier. It had a little bit more give. Now, that's not a bad thing. I mean, it can make it holding it a little bit more perilous, but, it's still held together perfectly fine. I think that obviously I can't go over there and compare directly, but I think the pastry is maybe just, like I said, I think it's a little bit less dense on the 7-Eleven ones. And I think in part that's helpful because I think you get more filling. The Casey's ones always seem a little bit flatter. And even though they're filled, you can see it. I don't feel like you're really getting like a proper filling to your little snack pie. And so you end up getting a lot more cake. Which, or pastry. And pastry isn't terrible, but it's just generic snack pie pastry. It's covered in like some sugar glaze or some shit like that. It's fine, it gets the job done. It's mostly there just to hold this shit in. Now in this case, like I said, I think that they tried to add in like a little bit of a graham cracker flavor to the pastry. I would not say it's overwhelmingly successful. There, sure, but problem is it still fundamentally needs to be a snack pie pastry, and you're still glazing it. So, graham cracker, while wonderful flavor, it's not an abundantly strong flavor. So, when you're putting it into this type of format, and you're glazing it, you're losing that graham cracker flavor. And the inside is basically just like a chocolate and a vanilla. They're like, oh, it's made with real cocoa, okay, but like at the end of the day, it's basically just your Boston cream pie one. And while that's not bad, if I do love a Boston cream pie, it's definitely very cheap. And you might go over there and you might be able to get away with it. For most people are going into a Casey's, but fortunately for Casey's in this instance, they're dealing with me. Not only do I go over there and review shit, just as a hobby thing on the internet and such, but on top of that, I happen to be a really big fan of Boston cream pies, so this is kind of in my wheelhouse. So at the end of the day, it's like, you're not going to pull a fast one on me. And yeah, so 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? No. Here's why. It's just their Boston cream pie, which, while not terrible, fundamentally, first of all, I'm just not going to get it out of the principle, because at the end of the day, you're calling it a s'mores thing, and it really doesn't taste much like s'mores, and you clearly just repurposed one of your already existing pies. It's a little bit bullshit. Then on top of that, as I've gone over there and done in my comparison review, when I compared it against the 7-Eleven one, 7-Eleven one is better anyway. So, you had an opportunity here. You could have really done something, but, is it a terrible little snack pie? No. It's still, like I said, it's got maybe a tiny bit of a graham cracker taste. And then it's, you've got like a chocolate filling and a vanilla filling. That's perfectly fine. Like I said, I don't hate it or anything, but out of sheer principle alone, plus the fact that there's a better option that's essentially the same thing, no reason for me to go back to this. As for recommending it, if you really want something that's along those lines, just go over there. Like I said, go to 7-Eleven, get their offering. Yeah, maybe it doesn't have that little tiny bit of graham cracker taste, but at the end of the day, you're not being lied to, and at the same time, it's a better overall eating experience, in my opinion. Sorry, Casey's. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest week, monumental rest month, stupendous rest of your folks. You go over there and have yourselves a truly actual s'mores-tastic rest of your life, because s'mores are so good, but they always try to make things taste like s'mores, but fundamentally a s'mores is an experience. You gotta do the thing with the marshmallows and the chocolate and the graham cracker. It's delicious, it's wonderful, it's amazing. I'll do things. Number one, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But we can't do it all the time. I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. But, folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole, especially when you're being lied to about your snack pies. Hashtag snack pie conspiracy. Come on now. But it's important even when we do discover deceptive pie shenanigans. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks. Do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you. That's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there. Maybe you're going to try out a s'mores pie from Casey's, as I've done here today. Maybe you too will feel cheated and, like it was absolute bullshit. So then you're going to go to the Casey's headquarters. You're going to go over there. You're going to kick down the door. And you're going to be like, I demand to speak with Casey, the head of all the Casey's. Right? So then you go over there, and turns out that, the head of Casey's is actually just some sort of giant robot, and that we're all in some sort of matrix that's run by a convenience store chain. So then it turns out that you're kind of like Neo, but like, maybe without the trench coat stuff. I don't know, you could still maybe rock it if you want to. Seems a bit gauche in the year 2023, but maybe by the time you're watching this video, it'll be back in style. I don't know. I'm not a trendsetter, folks, but then you go over there and there's a whole thing. Maybe you got Lawrence Fishburne in there just for good measure. I mean, he's Lawrence Fishburne. He was a cowboy at one point in time, and then he was Morpheus, and, he's in the John Wick movies, even though he doesn't do very much, but he's a fun character. Or conversely, just go watch the John Wick movies. They're badass. I didn't like 4 as much as a lot of people did. I've talked to a lot of people who consider that to be their favorite of the overall films. I enjoyed it. I thought certain elements of it were excellent. Personally felt like it was just way too much crammed into one movie. I think if they'd gone over there and had one movie before that movie, eased up a little bit of what they were trying to do, I think it would have been better. But I don't do movie reviews anymore. I used to. They're still on my channel. Don't go back and watch them. They're not good. Bye!